Okay. Here we go. Today, you will be doing this. Ready? The word is what?
Factoring.
Factoring. Okay, well, here's the deal. I feel like you're probably saying, I already know how to factor, right? Well, here's the deal. We're going on. We're going to learn how to factor two new types of problems. The two new types are, right here, you're going to learn to factor by what? Grouping. And then you're going to learn to factor the difference and the sum. So both. Of what? Two perfect cubes. Well, you guys already know how to factor the difference of two perfect squares. What about perfect cubes? Okay. Well, so these are the two things you're going to do today. We're going to start with this one right here. Factor by group. You ready? Okay. Now, I can tell you this. I could read this to you. This is how you factor by grouping. Use this format every time. But I'll read it to you and you just get lost. So what I recommend is you come back here later, read through this, just look at this, and go, yeah, that makes sense now, after we do these three. Okay? All right. We're coming over here. And I'm going to rewrite this because it's so small.
Wait, are you recording?
Yeah, I am recording.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. All right. You guys all know when you factor, what's the first thing you do? Take out what? Greatest common factor. So tell me, what do all four terms share? No number?
No.
No letter?
No.
Nothing. Okay. Here's the deal. This is a dead giveaway. When you count how many terms? Four terms. Four terms is usually, I won't say always, but usually going to be what? Factor by grouping. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to find two terms that share a GCF. And then the other two terms that share a GCF. So here's how you start this problem. You put a plus sign down, and you group two terms, and you group two other terms. Okay? Now it's your job. Pick two terms that share a number or a variable.
X cubed and 2 minus 2x.
You saying this one, this one?
Yes.
Okay. Ethan says first term, second term share what?
X squared.
X squared. Okay, now wait. You can't do that yet. What if the other two terms don't share anything?
9.
These two share 9. So is he okay doing it his way? Yes. Now, Ethan, that was his way. Could I have done this? Watch my hands. Could I have done these two?
Yeah.
They share what?
X.
X. How about these two?
They share 2.
They share 2. So you have options. Okay. Since Ethan spoke first, I'll go with his option. So he says group this one, the first one with the second one, and the third one with the fourth one. Do you agree? Good. The only reason you should agree is because you say, yeah, this one has a GCF in it, and this one has a GCF in it, right? Okay, so what's the GCF in this one?
X squared.
Take out an X squared. Here we go. X squared times
X minus 2.
X minus 2. Got it. Plus the next set of grouping.
Negative 9.
Now you can take out a 9, but when the leading coefficient is negative, I take out negative 9. Times.
X minus 2.
Okay, any questions so far? I grouped, and the two groupings had something in common. That's why I did that. Okay, now, here comes the whole tricky part of this whole problem. Once you group and take out the GCF, you will see in between there's a plus sign. This plus sign right here, that plus sign separates one term from the other term. This whole thing is called a term. Why?
Because it's separated by a plus.
No.
Oh.
Why do we call x squared times x minus 2 a term?
Because it's not separated.
What?
There's multiplication.
That was it. Wally spotted it. As soon as you see a times sign, this times this, that's a term. Negative 9 times this, that's a term. So what you have are two terms with a plus in the middle. So look at this term, everybody. Followed by, look at this term. Those two terms, do they have anything in common? Do they share anything?
We
I
have
see.
X.
X minus 2.
Yeah, x minus 2. This one has an x minus 2. That now becomes the GCF. You are going to factor out the GCF. The GCF is x minus 2. So you take this, you bring it out front. It's just a number. Take that number times. What would be left if you kind of took it out?
Negative 9x squared.
No.
X squared
X
plus negative.
squared
Plus negative 9.
plus negative 9. Now, we're not going to write plus negative 9. We're going to write what?
Minus 9.
X squared minus 9, right? Good? Okay, and there you go. That's where you're at. 80%, 90% of the time, you're done right here. But you're not done. Look at your two factors, x minus 2 times x squared minus 9. Any more factoring? Can we factor again?
X squared.
Yeah, you can factor.
X minus 3x plus 3.
That is your best friend. And I bet you half of you or more than half of you would have forgot your best friend. This is the difference of what? Two perfect squares. This one, again, can split into two more factors. They are what?
X minus 3 and
3 and x plus 3.
There you go. This first problem was kind of a nasty one because you actually got the answer right here. Then you have to look at your answer and go, oh, wait a minute, that's the difference, two squares, it splits again. How do you know if this is the right answer? How do you check stuff like this?
Factor it.
Factor, that's what I just did.
Foil.
Yeah, you have to foil it. Right here, this whole thing, you would have to what? Foil. Which means if you foiled it all out, you'd get what? You'd get this. Now, does that sound like a lot of work to check your answers?
Yeah.
It is. But,
Right there.
I repeat, if you have 10, 15 minutes on your quiz or your test, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take the extra 15 minutes just to foil that out, see if you get that? Okay?
Yeah, because we're lazy.
Well, but I said if there's 10 minutes left, why don't you take a couple minutes and just check your work? I mean, that's being really lazy, if you ask me. Okay,
It's really lazy.
any questions? This seemed kind of hard for some of you because you've never done it. The second one we do, the third one we do, but after we do 3, you'll be going, oh, I get it now. At least I hope you do. Okay? All right, here we go. The next one is right there. I got to move my numbers around a little bit. All right, so let's go. Okay, let's group. Ready? You have 4 terms. Any GCF in any of those 4? Do they all have A's?
No.
Do they all have B's?
No.
Do they have sharing numbers?
No.
No. This is 4 terms. You're going to have to factor it by what? Grouping. Okay, now you pick. You pick 2 terms that share something.
2 being bx squared.
Well, you do what you want to do. Just you do it, and I'll do it next.
Can they include the same numbers?
Well, here's the deal. If you look at the bx squared, the bx squared does not have anything in common with a 2a. So you're going to have to get out of there and go after this one or this one. Which one do you want to go after? Bx squared shares something with what?
AX squared?
2b.
Oh, okay. So you went way in the back, Harry. Harry goes way in the back, and okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, I can go bx squared plus ax squared because they share x squared, right? Okay. Well, now Harry's kind of forced me to do those 2. Do those 2 share anything?
Yeah.
2, yeah. So 2a plus 2b.
I'm crazy like that.
Okay. Now that's what Harry chose to do. That's good. But could you have done first term and third?
Yeah.
Yeah, they share b. How about second and last?
Yeah.
They share a's. Yeah, you could have done that. You could have. Yeah.
So you can have the same number or letter for in both of the groups. So you can have bx squared and then bx squared the other one.
You could. I mean, oh, you can only use bx squared once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can. Yeah, count your terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4. No, They all have to be rearranged. They're rearranged so that you can take something out. What's the common factor here? What's the GCF?
X squared,
X squared, okay. When you take out x squared, what's left?
B plus A.
B plus A. Good? What are you going to take out of the next one?
2
2. What's left?
A plus B.
A plus B. Then you have to look at it and say, where's my separation? What separates terms?
Pluses and minuses.
The plus sign. The plus sign separates your term. This is x squared times b plus a. This is 2 times a plus b. Do you see anything in common?
A plus B.
Is a plus b the same as b plus a?
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't know, just put a number in. 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. It's the same number, guys. This is the GCF. It's common. So we're going to take out what? A plus B or B plus A. It doesn't matter which way you write it. So I'll just write A plus B comes out times, this becomes the GCF, times what? Cross it out. Cross it out.
X squared plus 2.
X squared plus 2. Are you done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
No. There isn't any sort of factor to do with
Binomials can only be your best friend, the difference of 2 perfect squares.
And not a perfect square.
That's the sum, and that's the sum. There's no way these are differences. First of all, that's not perfect, that's not perfect, that's not perfect. That is perfect, but that's not the difference of 2 perfect squares. You're done. That's the end. That's what I was trying to say. Usually you're done after 2 steps. Usually. This one up here, you had to go an extra step to get the final answer. Okay? So the first one was kind of harder than the second one. Good? Raise your hand if you have questions. Nobody has questions. Okay. All right. Hope you're getting this. Keep going. Try this one.
No.
Okay. Try that one. Pick 2 terms that have something in common. Put a plus in between them. Tyler, do you got 2 you picked or
No.
no? Taylor, go ahead.
Is x squared and y squared that one term?
Okay, no, this is a term. Why? Hey, anytime you see multiplication,
Okay.
that's a term. X squared, y squared is a term. Minus, that's your separator. 3 times x squared, that's a term. So tell me what they share.
I combined
No, you can't. Don't combine. Yeah.
3x squared has something in common with x squared and y squared
So you want to group this one with which one?
with x squared
Oh, right
times
here?
y squared.
So you're grouping the first and the second.
So that because 4 and 12 are
Okay, so then you're saying these 2 share x squared. These 2 share what?
4.
4. Yeah, I do. Okay, those 2 are fine.
Okay.
But you don't have to. You could have done the first term with the third term because they share y squareds, and the second with the fourth because they share the number 3. I mean, you have so many options.
So x squared, y squared.
Yep, I do x squared, y squared minus 4y squared because they share what? What do they share? Y squared. Okay. Then go over here and do negative 3x squared and what? Plus 12. Okay, so you really what you're doing is you're separating one problem into 2 problems. Okay, take out what? Take out what?
Y squared.
Y squared. Yeah, the GCF is what Eric said. What's left?
X squared minus 4.
X squared minus 4. The next grouping, take out what? Negative 3. Okay. Okay, and what's left?
squared minus 4.
X squared minus 4, yep. And then every time you do this, once you take out the GCF, you should look and go, they better have something in common, each factor. Now this is a factor, y squared times this. Negative 3 times this. This is a factor. Sorry, these are terms. Each term shares what? Has what? What's the commonness in both? What number?
X squared minus 4.
Yeah, this says x squared minus 4, x squared minus 4. Yeah, this is the GCF. So this comes out. And whenever you factor out a GCF, you just take the GCF times what's ever left. Well, what's left once you take this out? Y squared plus negative 3.
So y squared.
We're just going to write minus, aren't we?
And then that first one's difference
Okay.
between
Yeah, and then my question was going to be, are we done?
No.
No, we're not done because your two binomials, one of them is your best friend.
I saw.
This one. Your best friend is going to factor into x what?
And minus 2x plus 2.
Yeah, x minus 2, x plus 2, or whatever. You can rearrange that.
And then
And then times.
y squared.
Is this the difference of two perfect squares?
No.
Absolutely not. 3 is not a perfect square. You're done. We're done. After doing 3 of them, did that kind of help?
Yeah.
They're all the same. I got 6 of these on today's worksheet. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. That was factoring the difference. That was factoring by grouping. When do you usually factor by grouping? When you see how many terms? 4. 4 terms factor by grouping. Okay. Now we're going to shift gears. Now we're going to factor. Here it is. This and this. 2 different things. The sum and the difference. Okay. One time it'll be the sum of something. Then it'll be the difference of something. Of what though?
Perfect squares.
No.
Perfect cubes.
Perfect cubes. Now we're doing perfect cubes. You better know when you start this, your perfect cubes. So come on over and write this list down. Ready? My perfect cubes. My perfect cubes are, you should know your perfect squares. What are your perfect cubes?
These 9.
9 is a perfect square. 3 times 3.
Oh.
27.
Oh.
27. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Okay, but Isaac, he gave me the third perfect cube. He didn't give me the first or the second. Who said 1? Aaron says 1, because 1 times 1 times 1. 8. 2 times 2 times 2. 3 times 3 times 3. 4 times 4 times 4. 64. 5 times 5 times 5. 125. Now, Algebra 2 students will know all the way up to 10 times 10 times 6 times 6 times 6. 216. Good. You guys gotta memorize it. 7 times 7 times 7. 343. You don't know these today, but you will know these by early next week. 8 times 8 times 8.
712.
512. 9 times 9 times 9.
729.
729. 10. This is the one you don't need your calculator for. 10.
1,000.
Okay. Does this list go on and on?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Just know those. Okay. Oh, what if you're looking at variables? What kind of variables will be perfect cubes?
That's 8.
X what? X cubed.
8.
A cubed. Y cubed.
Anything cute.
Anything cubed. Yep. Okay. All right. Good. That list should be on your paper. I have to erase that because I need some room to work. Okay. All right. Here's the nice thing about the sum of 2 perfect cubes and the difference of 2 perfect cubes. They're just what?
Formulas.
Formulas. Now, if they're just formulas, then we just have to know which one we're looking at. This is called the difference of 2 perfect cubes. This is called the sum of 2 perfect cubes. Okay, let's just look at one of them. A cubed plus B cubed. Here's the answer. A plus B times A squared minus AB plus B squared. What do you think is really important here? You need to know what A and B are. If you don't know what A and B are, how are you going to put the numbers in? So all A is the cube root of this. B is the cube root of this. Look over here.
So X and
Do you have the sum of 2 perfect cubes?
yeah.
Of course you do. That's perfect cube. That's a perfect cube. So you should be saying to yourself, oh, if I I just knew the cube root of these, I got it made. What's the cube root of this one? X. So you know what A becomes? The letter A becomes X. You know what B becomes? This B right here? 3. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. X times X times X is X cubed. Now I have my cube roots. So now, sorry guys, I hope you wrote it down. Here we go. The formula says your answer will be A plus B. Oh, if I factor it, it's A plus B. What do you think your A is?
X,
What do you think your B is?
3,
So what are you going to write?
A.
X plus 3 times, and then in this one comes the trinomial answer. Your first part of your answer will be take your A and square it. What do you think this squared is?
X squared.
X squared. I always go to the last term. The last term is B squared. Square that, guys.
9.
3 times 3 is
9.
9. The hardest part of this problem is right in the middle. In the middle it says take what?
A times B.
A times B, and then what's the sign in front of it?
Negative.
Negative. So what is this
Negative 3x.
times this?
Negative
3x. Okay, now the sign in the middle is what?
Minus.
Minus. And then can I tell you how I remember this? I remember it like this. If it starts out as the sum, the first factor will be the sum, and the trinomial, the middle term will be opposite of this. If this is plus, this will be what?
Negative.
Minus. Get it? That's my memory of it. I always go, oh, the first one's plus, the middle term's minus. Just the opposite. You just factored your first sum of two perfect cubes. You're done. Once you fill the numbers in, you're done. You ready for this one? What's the first thing you do when you factor? No, don't find A and B yet.
GCF.
GCF. I never asked you the GCF here because I knew there wasn't one. What's the GCF?
8.
8. So you put down an 8 times what?
M cubed minus 8.
Minus 8. Okay. Now look inside. Do you have the sum or the difference?
Difference.
You have the difference of two what?
Perfect cube.
Perfect cubes, right? Okay, come over here. You might want to start by saying what's A, what's B?
M.
M. Cube root of M cubed is M. The cube root of 8 is what?
2.
2. These are the numbers you will be using in your formula up there. Yes, Tim.
Will it always be the perfect cube?
Minus a perfect cube.
No, like in the parentheses, will it always be a perfect cube?
If it's not, you're done. You can't keep going. The reason I can keep going is because these are perfect cubes. So the answer becomes this 8 times what binomial? And you know it's a minus because you have the difference. Should I show you the formula? Or are you looking?
There you go.
Isn't it right here? Okay, you're looking at this one, aren't you? Aren't you looking right here?
Yeah.
This one? A minus B. You're going to say what? M minus 2, right? Okay. Then square the A and square the B and put them in the front and the back. Square this. M squared. Square this. 4. M squared plus 4. And in the middle, it's going to be a minus
2M.
2M. This times this is 2M. And you're done. You can do everything in the front and the back. Okay. All right, left. One more.
I would the middle term be negative.
How come Taylor's the one that caught me? What are you going to catch me, Isaac?
Yeah, all you want.
That was a minus. This has to be a what? A plus. Good catch, Taylor. Taylor, you're like Joe Mauer.
Oh, well, I
That's a
did it
catcher.
right.
Good job. Good catch. Okay. G, C, F. What is it?
2.
2. Start this one by taking out your 2. What's left?
125.
Did you tell
125x cubed
125 x cubed
plus 1.
plus 1. Okay? Yes? Factor out the GCL. Okay, next. Pick your A.
Please excuse this
Pick your B.
interruption for 2 short announcements. We just wanted to remind all students and staff that the office is going to be closed today from 3 to 4. And then also tomorrow is a PLC late start with school starting at 9, so please plan accordingly. Thank you.
What's your A?
5.
What's the cube root of that? I heard 5, but 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. I have 125 x cubed. 5x. 5x times 5x times 5x. Okay. Cube root of 1. 1. Once you know the cube roots, you just stick them in the formula. So it's 2 times a binomial times a trinomial. The binomial will be, because this is the sum, I'll put a plus. What? A plus B. 5x plus 1. Followed by square the A, square the B, put them in front and back. Square this, guys. What's 5x times 5x? 25x squared. Plus, square the 1.
1.
1. Middle term will be this times this, which is
Minus 5x.
5x. Pink word, okay, 5x. And a what here? Negative. You're done. That's it. Sorry, I gotta get some people on here. You can only do 1 through 12 on this. That's it.
Fine.
What? Only?
Yep.
How? Stop us?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, but you have his phone number. Would you just
Answer.
yeah, measure this out? I think I'm more yesterday's than because yesterday. You get one, Dave? He has the notes, but I don't know. That's not right. You know what? You don't get it. Oh, that's right. You were gonna. Yeah, sorry.
Can they come back today?
Who's back? Oh, I don't know when they come back, to be honest.
Quick question. Since I haven't read it, so I wondered if I really want to speak about this.
I have to.
If I put a little why,
Can't have them running out the doors today, Painter.
No, I kept them today. I had made them listen.
It
Made them listen.
but it was very overpowering color. That's why I took it.
If you can make people listen. I got
I
a
think it's.
That's what it was originally. I didn't like that, so I got rid of it.
Travis,
Yes.
I'll put it on YouTube tonight and you can kind of catch up a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Doesn't work being health, so I went down and talked to Carrie. Completely.
Who?
Ludwig, Carrie,
Oh, I think it's Gary. Who's Gary?
and I completely forgot to print off the one thing they need for their notes. We might have a late start.
Late start today? I thought late start was tomorrow.
A $7 late start. Even better than a real late start.
25 pieces. When you're so good. So that did focus.
Mine are off.
Except like it wasn't even like I was so PC. I think I was so. I was like this. And we were reading and then it was talking and then there was a vote and then I was one was scrolled and we were reading.
Is this missing?
I was like, I don't know. Oops, sorry.
Kind of like switches on and off.
Nope.
was, he was the only
Yep.
one supposed to be on the phone today.
Oh,
Yep.
It's like one day.
I kinda did it.
Yeah, we're supposed to watch today, but we were
What?
going to
What's your star sign? What's my sign? Yeah. Virgo. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Very funny.